What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. So I've been wanting to talk about this NFT for a while, and that is Etherorcs. I've mentioned it a lot on the channel, so today I'm just going to give you a quick video, kind of giving you guys an update on what I'm earning with this NFT. As you guys know, I'm all about staking, and I'm all about these NFT games where you can kind of earn passively with, and Etherorcs has been one that I've been in since the beginning, and it's done quite well. In fact, I'm making about $700 a week, and that's kind of increasing as the price of Etherorcs goes up and as the price of the Zug token goes up as well. So this is a game that has fleshed out quite a bit, and for those of you who have watched my other videos on the police and thieves game, you can kind of compare this to that to really give you an idea of where police and thieves could potentially go in the future. But like I said, great success with Etherorcs. I have 3 orcs right here, and generally I do about 2 different things with them. I'm either farming or I am raiding to get some of these bone shards. And the way that they've built the game with all of these different pieces, with the Etherorcs, with the allies, with the Zug tokens, the bone shards, the potions, and all the stuff that you can do, it makes it a game that people are interacting with on a daily basis and that can be profitable. So let me show you guys kind of what I mean by that. So first of all, we'll start off by talking about the Zug token. So if you want to get the Zug token, obviously the first thing that you're going to have to do is to purchase one of these Etherorcs. Currently, the floor price for Etherorcs is 2.14 Ethereum, and you can see that it's had a really nice rise over the past 90 days. You could have got it for a price of about 0.08 Ethereum back on Christmas, so it's risen pretty well since then. You got to really decide when to buy it if you're buying it into this stuff. I'm not going to give you guys advice on that, but once you do get your Etherorc, then you can go over to the game terminal right here, and then you have options. You have a lot of options to select from for what you can do with your Etherorc: training, raiding, staking, farming, claiming Zug, claiming potions, all that stuff. So by clicking on the farming button, you can see that I have 2 orcs. These 2 in green right here are farming. They earn at least, at the very minimum, 4 Zug tokens every single day. Now, if your Etherorc is upgraded from the early part of the game, the beginning part of the game, which is kind of where police and thieves are going to next, actually. But one of my orcs is super upgraded. They get something called a plus Zug. So this one has a plus 18 Zug. This one has a plus 11 Zug. This one also has a plus 8 Zug too. So what that means is instead of getting 4 Zug every single day from farming, they actually get 4 plus whatever is here. So this one gets 4 plus 18, so that's 22 Zug a day from farming. So you might be saying, well, King of Fomo, what is this Zug token all about? Well, you can use the Zug token for 2 different things. One of them is for raiding, which we'll talk about a little bit later, and the other one is just simply for selling. The Zug token does have a market value because they do generate NFTs, which are worth quite a bit if you do save them up. But the Zug token is currently worth about $1.64. It had an all-time, well, not an all-time high. Well, I think that was the all-time high today. Yeah, $2.43 about 13 hours ago was the all-time high, and you can pretty much average, say on average, it's about a $2 token. So I'm going to be doing some calculations for a $2 token and potentially rising even more if this NFT does continue to popularize. So what am I making? How did I get that $700 a week from this? Let's go ahead and do the math and show you guys exactly kind of what it's saying on the screen. And I actually claimed earlier today, so I have some Zug that I'm able to sell or do something with. So we'll see what I do with that in a second. But nonetheless, I have. So let's plug in the numbers right now. So if I have 3 Etherorcs, that means that's 4 times 3. At the bare minimum, no matter what the Zug bonus is, I'm getting 12 Zug a day if I choose to farm with those Etherorcs. So 12 Zug a day at $2 a piece, that's $24 a day. However, I'm getting some extra Zug here, so I'm getting plus 18 from that first Etherorc. a day, and then plus 8 from that second orc a day, and then plus 11 from that third orc a day. So it's giving me a total of 49 Zug tokens every single day from these things if I choose to farm them. So again, these things are valued at $2 a piece. So we're just going to multiply 49 times 2. That's $98 a day that I'm getting from these tokens at $2 a piece, and per week, so multiply that by 7, close to $700, $686 a week if I choose to farm these things and just, plug and chug out the Zug and immediately sell it. That's what I'm getting a day. Now, am I selling my Zug immediately? No. As you can see, I have some in my balance here, and one of the reasons why is because I'm doing what's called raiding. So raiding over here, and this is kind of where the game gets interesting. I like how the tokenomics have been set out in this. When you want to do raids, so let's just say you wanted to do this raid costs 300 Zug. You have to have an orc with a minimum level of 50, and it lasts for 7 days. That's about $600. So you might be saying, well, why are you spending this much on a raid right here? And I actually just did this raid twice, so I spent close to $1,200 and 14 days with my orc right here. He just finished, actually today, getting some bone shards. So that's what you're gonna get when you do these raids. You get these bone shards. Now, bone shards don't have a market value on Uniswap, but you can do some over-the-counter trading, and they're worth quite a bit because they're hard to get, as you can see right here. It costs a lot of money to get and a lot of time to get 16 bone shards. That's $600 in 7 days to get 16 minimum, 30 maximum, depending on your luck from that raid. So what do these bone shards do? The bone shards actually allow you to mint allies. So I'm actually doing my last 2 raids to get to 60 right here. Once you get 60 bone shards, you can mint these shamans right here. And these shamans is actually the next part of the game that's been recently released. And these shamans are your allies. So as you can see right here, there's currently 2.3 thousand shamans available on the market, and they have a floor price of 0.08 Ethereum, almost 1 Ethereum for one of these guys. Now again, all you need to do to create one of these guys for free, putting that in quotes right there, or quote unquote free, is to play the game, earn some bone shards like I did, and mint your ally. So right from the game, you don't really have to spend any money doing this. If you have Etherorcs, you can get those bone shards just from actively playing this game. Now, another thing to note, I know that one of the biggest hurdles for these NFTs, especially the ones on Ethereum, is the gas fees. So that's why we've been playing the Police and Thieves over on Avax, on the Avalanche blockchain. But this game is actually on Polygon. So when I go to my game terminal right here, all of these orcs right now are on the Polygon blockchain. That's what the chain that everybody really uses to play the game. And then you can use this little warp tunnel right here, this travel tunnel, and you can bring them back on to the Ethereum chain if you want to start doing stuff with your Zug token. Maybe you want to sell them on the market, you want to sell your NFT. That's where you can move them back and forth if you want to actually do some money stuff with that, with your NFTs, your Zug, your bone shards, all that stuff. So that's what that portal's for. But on Polygon, you're able to do pretty much every single piece of the game for pennies, and not have to worry about transaction fees. It does cost a transaction fee to move them from Ethereum to Polygon, but that's it. Once you do that, you're playing the game. And I kind of like that, because a lot of people are actually playing the game actively because they're forced to do that transaction. They need to kind of make it worth it after you move your Etherorcs over. So this game has been working out really nicely. Like I said, hopefully in about 4 days, that's when my raid is going to be over for my current Etherorc. In 4 days, let me show you guys. I will have a total of 60 bone shards, and I'm going to be able to create my first ally. So I'm looking forward to creating my first ally, and who knows, maybe I'll sell him. Maybe I'm probably going to keep him, to be honest, and keep playing this game, because they have a lot in the pipeline for Etherorcs as well. I mean, if we just go over to the mint allies section, you can see that there are some blank spaces here, so you guys know that there are things to come in the future. So we have some shamans here, but coming soon, we're going to have some more allies that will be able to be minted. So we might have some more pages here for Etherorcs to expand out for. And that's why I think that this is not completely done growing. Like the devs have a lot of stuff in the pipeline and have been working pretty hard since the beginning to make this game a success. So it's nice to see that interest is starting to actually increase for Etherorcs. So I'm looking forward to kind of, this could be potentially a top NFT in the future. It's one of the ones that I think is one of the most played NFTs out there. Of course, there's a lot of other profile picture ones and community-based ones, but these ones are a little bit more interesting to me. Anyway, that's everything for today, guys. I wanted to give you that update on kind of what was going on with Etherorcs. This is passive for me for the most part. A lot of times, like, you don't really have to be that plugged into this game, like the chicken game on the Avalanche blockchain. Like you can set calendar dates. They even put these buttons right here if you want to add it to your Google Calendar to remind you, hey, your thing's ready to go. You might want to click some buttons. You can farm and just set it and forget it and get those ZUG tokens. So I really do like this game. Anyway, that is everything for today, guys. If you want to hear more about other NFT stuff earlier, maybe on Discord, where I could potentially be doing some giveaways for more stuff. I wanted to do actually a Police and Thieves giveaway for my Discord patrons soon here. But head on over to Patreon if you want to support the channel that way. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Probably, we'll see what we have time for, but I want to talk about Cardano and Sunday Swap and one of the reasons why that's going up. I also want to talk about Strong Block 2, doing some sells with that, maybe when they hit $700 again. But I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.